Hey folks, welcome to Simple Man's Barbecue. My name's Jason. Today we're gonna do some baby back ribs. 2 racks on what else other than the pit barrel cooker. So let's go ahead and get these prepared, and we'll go ahead and get them on the pit barrel cooker. All right. Okay. Anybody who knows me, who's watched my videos, y'all know I don't have any kind of fancy rubs or anything. Basically, all this is seasoned salt mixed with black pepper. That's all this is. And to be honest with you, when you use this, it turns out delicious, man. Oh, and by the way, I'm not taking off the membrane off these ribs because I feel a little bit more safer on the pit barrel cooker when they're on. I feel a bit safer, like they won't fall and hit the coals. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I'm gonna go with it. So I'm gonna just give these membranes a good score. So hopefully I can get just a little bit of smoke penetration and a little bit of seasoning penetration. Just give it a good score on both racks. I understand a lot of y'all probably like to take y'all's membranes off. I usually do too, especially when I'm doing the Weber. But just for hanging these ribs, I feel a little bit safer. Okay. Then I'm gonna take my trusty rub. Season this backside real good. And y'all know me, I don't use no binders. I just feel like it's not necessary. Okay. Now I'm gonna flip that over. Hit this other side. And be careful not to over season your ribs because there's not too much meat on there. So you definitely can over season your ribs, unlike a brisket or a pork butt. Okay, that seems pretty good to me. Just kind of press it in. I don't like to rub it in because it makes it blotchy and you get uneven seasoning. So I like to pat it in just like that. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out here. I'm going to show you how I get the pit barrel cooker ready. And then we're going to light it up and then we'll get the ribs on. All right, I'll see y'all back here in a minute. I'm going to wash my hands. All right, folks, I'm going to show you how I set up my charcoal basket. Today I'm cooking with some cherry wood. And what I like to do, and this is some, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I got some leftover charcoal here from my last cook. But I'm going to put my wood at the bottom. That's what Harry Sue says to do, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put about 3 or 4 chunks at the bottom. And then top it off with some charcoal. I'm cooking with some Royal Oak lump charcoal today. And I suspect that this is going to get pretty hot. Because lump charcoal does burn harder than normal charcoal briquettes. Okay. So I got four chunks in here. So I'm going to go ahead and top it off with some Royal Oak. And I should be able to get a good 6-7 hour burn off this, which I won't need 6 or 7 hours because this will probably be done around 2 or 3 hours. All right, I'm going to take you over here to the pit barrel cooker real quick. All right, folks, it is hot as hell out here. I guess y'all can see me sweating like a pig here. But if y'all, some of y'all who have seen my videos from the past know that I don't have a chimney. Not that they're too expensive, but I'm a cheap fat bastard, so I just use my trusty old paper towel and vegetable oil, and that's how I've been starting my pit barrel cooker, and it's worked aces for me every single time. Just so y'all know. But I'm gonna show y'all how I get it started, so y'all can come in for that. All right, folks. So I'm gonna just give this a good light. There you go. Now I'm going to let that burn for about 15-20 minutes, and that'll give me a real nice bed of hot coals, and then we're going to go ahead and get these ribs on. All right, I'll see y'all back here in a little bit. All right, folks, I got myself a real nice bed of hot coals right now, so let's go ahead and get these ribs on. There you go, sexy girl. And there you go, sexy girl. Get on there. All right, folks. Like I said, this should take anywhere from about 2.5, 3 hours. Probably not any more than that, because my pit barrel cooker personally rides anywhere between 300 and 310 degrees. That's usually where it rides at every time I use it. So I'll see y'all back here in about an hour. We'll take a look, and then after that, we'll go ahead and cut it in a couple hours later. All right. It's been on for about 2 hours, about 2 hours and 15 minutes. My temperature has been riding at about 300 to 320 degrees. So I'm going to go take a look at these real quick. Oh my gosh.
Daddy too?
No, Mama's gonna do it.
Can I record Daddy too?
No, Mama's going to record me, baby. I can get these back out. There we go. Oh my gosh. Can you get a look at it? Can you get a shot of that?
Alright, welcome to that fire.
All right, folks. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of barbecue sauce.
So, I don't know about fire.
I'm just gonna kind of drizzle it on there. There you go, folks. Honestly, man, you really don't need to do this on the pit barrel cooker, just because there's so much flavor in this already from the smoke and from the juices. But I know how y'all love to add barbecue sauce to y'all's ribs, so let's add some barbecue sauce to it. This is just some regular Kraft barbecue sauce, nothing special. I mixed in a little bit of apple cider vinegar with it to thin it out a little bit because it was a little bit too thick. Now let's hit this other rack real quick. All right, folks, I'm going to hit this other one real quick. And by the way, a couple days ago, I made a rack of ribs. And I hardly got to eat any because my wife damn near inhaled them all. By the time I got to the ribs, man, they're already cut up. And she'd already ate about over half the rack. I was like, dang, girl. So that just goes to show you how delicious these ribs are. And she's a very picky eater. She don't just eat anything. Go ahead and pour the rest of it on there. Screw it. When that barbecue sauce is hitting that coals, I hope that's going to make it even better. Okay. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get these back on. Let it go for about another 20 or 30 minutes. Then I'm going to go ahead and take them off and we'll cut into them. We'll see you then. It's been a total of 3 hours now. So let's go ahead and cut into these bad boys because I am hungry. Take a look at that. So I let it go for another 30 minutes after I glazed it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut into this. Oops. Stay still now. And the one thing I don't like about these baby back ribs is the bones always curve, and it's hard to tell where the bone's going to end at. Because I always end up hitting the bone. As y'all can see, I'm slicing these a little bit better today because I didn't overcook it this time. They should be a lot better. I don't know if y'all can see that smoke ring in there, but it's got a nice little smoke ring from the pit barrel cooker. Man, look at that, man. Look at that meat on there. That's amazing. Well, you want to take a bite? Go ahead. All right, here I go, folks. Game over, folks. Best ribs ever, man. If you haven't got a pit barrel cooker yet, go out and get you one. Don't worry, they ain't giving me no money for this. They don't even know who I am. Go out there and get you a pit barrel cooker. It'll up your game tenfold, man. If you've already got a great barbecue game, go get a pit barrel cooker. It'll go up even more. Listen, folks. I appreciate you watching me once again today. For all my loyal viewers out there who always watch my videos, thank you so much, man. God bless you all. I love you all. Do me a favor. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a great day. And keep it simple.